Welcome to Lifecast with Ryan Leak. Hey, over the past couple of episodes, we've been looking at 3 daily habits that can lead to an extraordinary life in an extraordinary year. 3 daily habits. The first daily habit was on a daily basis, thanking God for what you do have, this idea of us having enough and being grateful for that, finding contentment in that, and then being able to look around the world and go, who doesn't have enough and what can I do about it? The second daily habit that I think is very important for you and me is this daily habit of growing our know. I think all of us have something in some area of our life that we've been saying yes to and it's been eating our lunch. Sometimes that's literal. Okay, like it's like you've actually been eating a lunch that you need to be saying no to. And I think it's important that on a daily basis we're looking for things to make sure that our flesh, that our will is not the thing that's in charge the most. So we're going, man, I'm looking for ways to grow my now. Today is the daily habit number 3, and it comes from a message that I did at the beginning of the year. And so I want you to check out daily habit number 3. You can go ahead and check out this clip right now. The first 2 habits, they drastically change every Target trip you and I are ever going to go on again, okay? Because if you walk into Target and you go, I thank God for what I do have and I got to grow my know, that's a game changer because Target be making you buy stuff you didn't even know you needed, wanted. It just appears. How did it get in the cart? I don't even remember putting it in the cart. It just got here, okay? So it definitely is good. That you may not see the impact of those first 2 daily habits for 6 to 7 months, realistically. But this third habit, if you do this every single day, I promise you, you will see the impact of it this week, guaranteed. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 12 says, see to it, brothers and sisters, that none of you has a sinful, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God, but encourage one another daily, as long as it is called today, so that none of you may be hardened by sin's deceitfulness. The third daily habit, ladies and gentlemen, is I want you to encourage one person every day. Every single day. The word is actually exhort in the original language, and the word exhort that is used in this verse comes from the Greek word parakaleo. Para means to come alongside. Kaleo means to beckon, to invite, and to encourage. So it gives this picture of us coming alongside one another and going, hey, you can make it another day. So yeah, I want you to come alongside somebody every single day. Can you imagine what would happen if you encourage someone every single day? Some of us are going, man, I don't even know if I could do that. Like, I don't even know if that's fit 365, encourage someone every single day. I know people that complain every day. Right? Don't you? I mean, so we're going to use our energy to do something every single day. Why not encourage someone? I asked Jan this question this morning. I said, how many people are in the Chase Oaks database? Approximately 9,000 to 10,000 people are a part of the Chase Oaks community in some way, shape, or form, okay? Let's just say that 9,000 of us decide to encourage someone every single day. Now, for you, you might think, man, that's 365 encouragements. That's not a lot. When we all do it together, 3.6 million. Do you think we really can't change the world? Because I do. I fully believe it. I'm fully convinced that if every single person under the sound of my voice decided to encourage someone every single day, yes, I fully believe that we would change the world. And part of it is crucial that we do so. Because the writer of Hebrews tells us that there are some people that are actually walking away from the faith because they got discouraged and didn't have anybody in their corner going, you could make it another day. Be honest, I know a lot of people that walked away
from the faith in 2020 because the year just got to them and they didn't gather like they used to, and they just didn't have anybody in their corner to encourage them. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we could change the world. If you're watching this message right now and you walked away from the faith last year, can I invite you back? Can I invite you back to follow Jesus? Hey, here's the deal. I know that there's some Christians that you and I both know that make some mistakes. Guess what? I'm one of them, and so are you. Come back. God's got a plan for your life, and you don't want to miss out on it. And my hope and prayer is that, yes, that you would be on the receiving end of somebody that is encouraging one another daily. But can I invite you back to a life where you get to be on the giving end of it as well? Imagine what happens in the community when we all decide to say, you know what, we're going to come alongside one another on a daily basis and continue to encourage one another. You do that, I promise you, you will have one of the best years you've ever had in your life. Because some of us have never actually, we've read this verse 1,000,000 times. We've done it not 1,000,000 times. We go, oh, that'd be cool. But what if we made it practical? Yeah, I'm encouraging everybody every single day. I want you to encourage someone. You might be here today and go, well, what am I going to say? You can figure something out. You could also ask God. And here is what this is one of my life verses. Found in Proverbs 11, verse 25, it says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will himself be refreshed. I've never understood it, but I've experienced it time and time again. You might be watching this message right now and you're discouraged. You're going, man, I don't have anything to say to anybody. I'm at rock bottom. I had the worst year of my life. But I promise you, if you will muster up the courage to come alongside somebody and encourage them, you will find yourself refreshed. And guess who's going to be doing the refreshing? Not me. G-O-D. So I'm going to make this very, very practical for you. This is what I want every single person to do. You can pull out your phone right now. If you're watching at home, you can pull out a pen and paper. I want every single person under the sound of my voice to write down the names of 3 people that you can encourage this week. And then this is what I want you to do. I want you to add them to your calendar. Okay? I want you to add them to your calendar. I did this at the end of last year. I took out January and I just started writing down names for every day of January. And guess what? They about to get this encouragement. And you might be one of my friends watching this message right now and thinking to yourself, oh, so I'm just Tuesday to you? Yeah. Anybody else thinking about you on Tuesday? I'm proud of that. Unashamed. Let's go. Why? Because we're being intentional Christ followers going, yeah. In fact, I'm thinking ahead of time. Oh, I wrote down some clients' names that I'm going to encourage the 3rd week of January. And in the meantime, you know what I'm doing? I'm going, Lord, would you give me something that is divine for them? And here's what's going to happen for you and for me. Because here's what I know about the world that you and I live in. People are discouraged. Oh, people are so discouraged. People are dealing with anxiety. People are dealing with depression. People are on the brink of divorce. But guess what? We're going to be the people that go, hey, I was actually talking to God about you. Been planning this for a week. Guess what? God has not forgotten you. In the response, listen, I started encouraging people in middle school. I started writing encouragement notes and sticking it in lockers. And 9 out of 10 times, this is what people would say. Wow, I needed that. Which led me to believe that 90% of all people need encouragement. That's the stat I live my life by. That at all times, there is someone in my world that needs encouragement. So can you imagine what would happen in your life if you were to write down 3 names right now that says, okay, I'm just going to start with 3 names. I didn't say write down 365 names, just 3, okay? 3 names. You write down 3 names and go, you know what? Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like you write down your 3 names and you go, you know what, Lord, would you give me something to say to them? You start making a practice of it. Oh, a month from now, You'd be surprised the impact that you've made at your job. You'd be surprised the impact that you've made in your neighborhood. You'd be surprised the impact that you've made in your class because you decided that, you know what? I want to be an extraordinary person, and so I'm going to do something extraordinary. I'm going to encourage someone every single day. And you might be looking at me like, Ryan, I don't know if I can do that every single day. Don't shoot the messenger. I didn't come up with it. Bible, okay? Like it said it in there. I'm just trying to make it practical for each and every one of us because here's the deal. I can't control what's going to happen this year, but I can control the inputs that I put in it. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting my life back. And pardon me, but the media doesn't get to determine the trajectory of my life. And it shouldn't determine the trajectory of yours either. You can make a decision right now to be a person that says, you know what? I'm going to be the most encouraging person in the room.
Yes, yes, yes. I want you to encourage someone every single day. And here's what's going to happen. I've been doing this for a while now. And I've gotten in such a habit of encouraging people every single day. Some that are on my calendar, but now there are people that aren't on my calendar that God just puts on my heart. And so I just encourage them. And I could just tell you, you know, I'm just moving in the direction of who I believe God has called me to be. And that's my hope and prayer for each and every one of us. So today's takeaway is I want you to write down 3 names of people you can encourage over the next 3 days. I don't know if you're going to do it for the next 365, but can you do it just for the next 3 days? And then just try to do it again the next day after that and just see where it goes. Maybe you start with your spouse and you might be mad at them right now. And I get it. Like, you know, stuff happens, right? Whew. But maybe all that stuff happened because you haven't been encouraging them. It's a possibility. I don't know. But I do know, in light of the people we want to be in the future, man, I think we should be the most encouraging person in the room. I've never met anybody, famous, millionaire, influencer, pastor, leader, entrepreneur, graphic designer. I've never met anybody that said, I'm just encouraged too much. I've never heard that. Never heard that before in my life. And so I think you and I can make a world of a difference by making a decision to encourage someone every single day. That is what I want you to think about today. Hey, if today's episode added value to your life, my hope and prayer is that you would share with a friend, rate us, review us, comment on us, and don't forget to subscribe.